Hello students, welcome to the video lecture series on Advanced Separation Process. I am Jamin Pandya, Assistant Professor in Chemical Engineering Department of LJIET Institute of Engineering and Technology. So let's continue with the chapter number 5, which is a supercritical extraction. In this lecture, we are going to discuss about the ROSE process and their benefit. ROSE process, which also known as a de-asphalting of oil, where ROSE, which means residual oil supercritical extraction, where R, which stands for the residual, O stands for the oil, SE stands for the supercritical extraction. That's why it's known as the ROSE process, which means residual oil supercritical extraction process, which also known as a de-asphalting of oil. So let's discuss this process. Solvent extraction has been used to separate valuable component from heavy oil and residual from less desirable material. One of them is propane deasphalting. In the refinery, bottom product of vacuum distillation column is known as a residuum. Propane deasphalting is used to separate residuum into three fractions: lube oil, resin and asphalt. It used liquid propane as a solvent to extract lube oil and resins from the residue and to reject higher molar mass asphalt as a raffinate. Solvent recovery in conventional propane deasphalting consists of series of flash vessels and steam stripping. Entire propane is recovered as a vapor at lower pressure. It is converted into the high pressure liquid propane by the compression and liquefaction and recycled back to the extractor. Thus, energy consumption in conventional propane deasphalting is very high and it demands the use of new technology. The residuum oil supercritical extraction, which means ROSE process, is a new technology which is developed to replace this conventional propane deasphalting oil process, but it consumes lesser energy than the conventional process. The products obtained from this residuum are asphalt, resins and deasphalted oil. Asphalt is the heaviest component, or can say that asphalt is the heaviest component compared to the resins and deasphalted oil. It is very heaviest, most viscous and most hydrogen deficient fraction of crude petroleum oil. At room temperature, it is a dark brown to black solid. Its zinc ball softening point is range from 70 to 200 degrees Celsius. Carbon hydrogen ratio is 9 to 12 by mass. It's extremely difficult to remove sulfur, nitrogen or metal from the asphalt. Hydrotreating and cracking catalysts are rapidly cooked, deactive and poisoned by the asphalt. Now let's discuss about the resin. It is an intermediate fraction, lighter than the asphalt and heavier than the deasphalt oil or lube oil. Resin can be hydrotreated, hydrococked and thermal cracked or even cooked to produce more volatile products. Resins are less viscous, low in metal and sulfur and carbon content. Resin have a less carbon hydrogen ratio than the asphalt and higher carbon hydrogen ratio than lube oil or deasphalted oil. Now let's discuss about the deasphalted oil. Deasphalt oil or lube oil is a clean product containing substantially low metal and carbon residue than the either asphalt or resin. Deasphalt oil can be sent for the hydrotreating, hydrocracking or catalytic cracking without any further purification. So now let's first discuss about the ROSE process. So this schematic diagram is shows ROSE process. The residuum is charged to extractor where it contact with a liquid propane at elevated pressure. In ROSE process also extraction is a liquid-liquid extraction similar to conventional propane deasphalting. It is not a supercritical extraction. As an extractor, either mixture, settler or rotating disc contactor is used. From extractor, asphalt is obtained as a raffinate phase, but it is contaminated by very less amount of propane. Propane vapor is separated from the raffinate phase by flashing and stripping into tower T1, which is a flash vessel cum stripper. Extract phase containing large amount of liquid propane, resins and lube oil is passed through the heater E1 where it is heated to the temperature at which resin becomes insoluble and separated from the extract phase. Propane rich layer and resin layer are separated in decanter D1. Trace of propane from the resins layer is separated by flashing and stripping in tower T2. The remaining propane oil solution is heated to a higher temperature by two heaters E2 and H2 in series. At this temperature, liquid propane is converted into the supercritical propane. The asphalt oil or lube oil is not soluble in supercritical propane. Hence, it is separated from the propane in decanter D2. Trace propane from DAO or lube oil is separated by the flashing and stripping in tower T3. Supercritical propane from D2 is passed through the heat exchanger E2 and E1 where its sensible heat is utilized for the heating. Then heat exchanger C2, it is liquefied and liquefied propane is recycled back to the extracted by the pump P1 which develop only differential pressure necessary to overcome system pressure drop. Small amount of propane vapor strip off from the tower T1, T2 and T3 is condensed in condenser C1. Condensate is sent to the tank S1. This is an intermediate hold up tank is maintained at lower temperature and lower pressure where makeup of liquefied propane is also added. Small amount of propane from this tank is pumped by the pump P2 and sent to the suction line of the pump P1. Pressure difference around the pump P2 is quite higher than same around the pump P1. Thus, in those process, extraction is carried out in a subcritical region or as a liquid-liquid extraction. Only propane of supercritical fluid are utilized in solvent recovery step. So, in those process, rotating these contactor is used as a extractor where feed is a feed as a residuum is a fed into this extractor where motor is a agitate the mixture and we will get two phase. One is a extract phase and second is a raffinate phase where raffinate phase is a rich with asphalt and propane where extract phase is rich with resins plus lube oil plus propane where this raffinate phase is rich with more of the asphalt and less of the propane. To remove this propane, is go to the tower T1 where we can get bottom product as the asphalt and small amount of propane is go to the hold up tank. Then this resin, lube oil and propane mixture is go to the heat exchanger 1 and go to the first decanter where phase separation occurs of the resins and lube oil plus propane. So in this decanter, two phase is HU where first phase is a lube oil plus propane and second phase is a resin. This resin is go to the by passing a heater 1 and go to the this tower T2 where the propane or small amount of propane is getting from the top of the this unit and we will get the resins from bottom of this unit. Then after lube oil plus propane is go to the exchanger E2 or can say that heat exchanger E2 and heater where propane is converted to their supercritical state and go to the decanter where we can get two phase. In phase 1 we get the propane and in second phase we will get lube oil or can say that D-asphalt oil which known as a DAO, D-asphalt oil. So this heated propane is passed from heat exchanger 2 where the this line is passed from E2 to heat up the this stream of lube oil plus propane stream will be heat up using this propane because we here converted this propane in supercritical state. That's why this propane has a temperature higher than critical temperature. So it's used this type of arrangement for heat exchanger E2 and heat exchanger E1 where we can recover this energy compared to the conventional product. So in this decanter too, we are providing a supercritical condition for propane. So we will get propane from top of the decanter and we will get the lube oil. This lube oil is passed to the heater 3 and go to the tower 3, where as a top product we will get the propane and it's sent back to the propane holder tank, and the asphalt oil get from the this tower T3 as a bottom product. Then again this propane is passed to the propane holder tank and go to the extractor for the as a solvent purpose. So this is all about the ROSE process. Now let's discuss advantages of ROSE process. 85 to 93% of extraction solvent is recovered as a supercritical fluid in oil separation without vaporization and pressure reduction. Also, the concept of energy integration is applied into heat exchanger E1 and E2 to save the utility. Hence, energy required by the ROSE process is substantially lower than same required for the conventional propane deasphalting. ROSE process require less maintenance cost compared to the conventional propane deasphalting, and increase in propane to feed ratio improve the quality of product with ROSE process. With ROSE process, higher solvent to feed ratio is affordable, hence it result better quality of product. In ROSE process, the supercritical extraction occurs only in this step, where other all steps are for the liquid extraction. So this is all about today's lecture. In this lecture, we have discussed about the ROSE process, various products obtained from the ROSE process such as the asphalt, resins and lube oil. Then discuss about the ROSE process and various advantages of ROSE process compared to the conventional propane deasphalting process. So this is all about today's lecture. I am completing my lecture here. Thank you.